They were the youth directors for the youth group, and my dad's younger brother Billy was in the youth group, and so he's got a few stories to tell about that.
Somebody unplug it.
All right. The last gentleman had a word beautiful that he talked about. I'm going to talk about a word immature because that would describe both of us at certain points. And so for some of you who didn't see this, when I wore this silly tie in here, the story behind this, just so you know, is when these guys got married, I was supposed to be an usher. Got me a little usher badge on my tie. So me and one of my buddies decided to go to Nebraska City for a few minutes before the wedding. It was only 12 miles away, and we got a little tied up with, I don't know, running after chicks or something. And I show back up to where everybody was getting ready, and there's this other joker getting his suit on, getting ready to be the second usher. And I ask him, I go, what's the story? He goes, well, you weren't around here, you're out. And I go, I'm out, I ain't going. So I didn't go to the wedding. So we were both just a little immature. But like I told Marilyn when I got here, better late than never. 50 years later. So when we were in youth group together, and I'm going to think maybe Bruce was part of some of this, and you might remember some of this stuff. But Tim was our youth director, and sometimes we would one time he took us to a hockey game, and yeah, so we go to a hockey game. He took some of the youth. I don't think Bruce was at this one. But we went to this hockey game, the Denver Spurs, and Tim has a tendency to be a little competitive and a little boisterous towards other people when they don't believe what he does about some bad calls on the ice. Well, some joker over there threw something on the ice. He was with his little son, and the ushers come around looking like, who did that, and these 4 or 5 hockey player kids, they were like high school kids, were right behind this guy. He goes, this guy did it. And so they threw this poor dad and his son out of the game. Well, guess who stuck up for the dad and his little son from about 5 sections away? What do you got, Marty? So he gets these guys all riled up. And so after the game, we're supposed to go meet in the parking lot and duke it out. Well, this is our youth director. And so the 3 of the other guys were a lot bigger than Tim and I, and they love to fight. So they're way off and getting out of the crowd. Well, these guys were around us, and 3 or 4 of them, grabbed a hold of Tim like this. And so I reached up and grabbed one of the guys there, and all of a sudden, everything broke loose. Somebody grabbed my hair. I'm getting punched and everything. And Tim got cold-cocked back here. Oop. And he didn't remember anything else for about the next 4 hours. We went to his house, and he's going, what happened? Broke my tooth. Anyway, he was, those were good times, but that fiery spirit is what made him take a chance on some of us. And I think Bruce might have been a part of this trip to, I think it was Phoenix. My older brother, Terry, who's not here, told him that he was a fool for taking the wild bunch that he took, me included. And it turned out to be a extremely top-of-the-mountain experience for all of us. And so that same fire that he did those immature things with regard to his ministry with us was awesome, and taking a chance on some of us.
Are you getting choked up, brother?
No. And take after your mom. Anyway, Marilyn, Pixie just reminded me of the time you fasted with us. We came down. We were engaged, and we were very serious about seeking God. And my wife my fiance at the time shared with Marilyn about we were going to fast and pray about this decision. that we might not make another mistake. And Marilyn did fasted with us, and thanks. So God bless you guys, man. I can't believe you stuck with him.
Leave it to the brother, right, to tell stories on him.
I had to throw you under the bus. I still have that. So I don't have a tooth on that one side.
Hey, Billy, your time's coming, you know that.
Well, I know.